Okay, as promised, I'm going to do a video on a Mark 5 Cabriolet. There's 6 months tax on the vehicle, also just under a year's MOT. We MOT'd it about a month ago, and it required a front windscreen. Mechanically, the car is absolutely sound, but there are a few touch-ups needed on the bodywork to make it a perfect vehicle. But if you're looking to do some work on a car, this is definitely one to be looking at. Underneath the floor pans, chassis, solid, there's no rust at all under there. And if you're still interested in the car after the video, I can get it up on a ramp, or I'll take it to a friend's and get it up on a ramp so you can check that, make sure everything's cool. Okay, now it's passenger side that really does let the vehicle down. As I say, it's all cosmetic. I'll go in a bit closer in a second. I'll give you a walk round of the car, but it is the passenger side that lets it down, like at the bottom, just above the sill and on the sill. There's a bit of rust starting there, and it's been touched up at some point as well that I've noticed. You can't really see it. I'm looking at the camera now. I can't really see it from this distance, but there is rust down there. Also the boot, when I first got the car, it was a white boot that had a dent in it, so I've replaced it, but the boot still needs spraying at some point. It's got the Mark 6 bumper on, I noticed, which is cool. There also is a mark along the driver's door here, which extends to the back of the vehicle. It's not major, but it is there, and I'll go into a little detail a little bit later on. And a few rust spots starting to show through the paintwork down there in the bottom arch. I don't know if you can see it here. It's not gone through or anything, it's just starting to show its face because the car's quite old. It's starting to show a bit of wear and tear, but as I say, the underside is solid. It's a really good car for a project if you want to work on a car, if you know anything about a car or you don't mind doing body work. So it's a good project car. Mechanically, the car is brilliant, absolutely sound, never had no problem starting. There's 90,000 miles on the clock. The roof of the car is in good condition. There's no rips, no tears. All the rubber seals are intact. Okay, then on to the interior of the car. It's a standard Mark 5 interior and there's no upgrades. One minor letdown with the interior. I didn't actually realise until early this morning when I went to take the seat covers off. There was actually a tear in the seat, the driver's side seat. I'm pretty gutted actually, because I was looking at an interior on a Mark 6 interior on eBay, and it went for £60 in brilliant condition. 2 front seats, 2 door cards, the rear panels. I was a bit gutted that I missed those. But yeah, interior's not in bad condition. As I say, the only letdown is that seat. It's a bit. I didn't actually realise that till this morning. But anyhow. It's got the white dials on. Somebody's done an upgrade at some point just to make it look a bit better. I'll also take pictures of the interior, which do tend to come out a bit brighter than the video. As you can see, the mileage there is 90,613 miles on the clock, and I'll say it is a good running vehicle. Surprisingly, the underside of the vehicle is absolutely rust free from what I can see, which is surprising considering that the seal has started to rot. That will need replacing at some point. Not a massive job, and I've got a baby on the way, so I can't replace it myself. I haven't got time, to be honest with you, but I would do. It's not a massive job. And then the bodywork just needs looking at, needs a little bit of time spent on it, needs a bit of touch up here and there. Or if you're looking for a custom colour on the car, full respray, that'd be perfect. It's not a major problem. as I say, if you look at the interior in the pictures, you'll get a better idea of how good the interior is. It's not in bad condition at all. There's the only letdown is, I say, that seat is a letdown, but not hard to get hold of. Cheap as anything. Okay, the rear of the car, excuse the car seat there. It's not in bad condition. The back door cards are in pretty good condition. I'm pointing the camera at, but it don't seem to be showing up. As I say, I will put some pictures on this video as well that will give you an idea of what the interior is like. The interior is in good condition. Engine wise, I haven't had any trouble with the car. I've been driving it for about 3 months, I'd say. Had no trouble with the car at all, and I just taxed it the other day, Friday, so it's got a full 6 months tax. Engine's always been looked after. I've always made sure it's got plenty of oil in it, etc. Although it doesn't eat oil, doesn't drink water or anything like that. It's a Z-Tech lump, 1600, and as I say, I've had no problems with the engine whatsoever. If I just start the car up and give you a listen. There's no taps, no knocks, anything coming out of this engine. It's a good car, good engine. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to sit the camera under the car so you can see that the exhaust isn't blowing gases from anywhere along the pipeline. So the car, we're now looking under the car. No blows from underneath the car. Did notice a slight little rattle there. I think that may be the heat shielding, but I'll have a look at that. Again, I think that rattle is actually a heat shield. Gonna have to replace the heat shield, move it a little bit, make sure it's screwed down properly. But yeah, I think it's actually had a new exhaust quite recent. My father was saying. I think the person he bought the car off. Another thing to mention, I've got a steel rim on it at the minute. I have got the alley wheel. There's only 4 alleys, but I've got the matching alley, and basically all I've got to do is swap the tyre over. Oh yeah, rust. I think I can see it a bit better now. There you go. If you have a look at that, that is the biggest letdown of the car. It's right at the back near the arch seal. The arches ain't in the best of condition. This is the passenger side rear arch. What is strange is it hasn't rotted on the floor pan. It's not been replaced and it hasn't rotted, which is kind of strange, but it's good as well. So this is the major letdown of the car, really. It'd take a good day's work to sort this out. The seal would need cutting out and re-welding. If you need to put a new seal in there, it'd probably cost you about £60 plus £100 labour or whatever. That's if you were bothered about it. It's not an MOT failure, as I say. The underside of the vehicle is solid, and there's where the heat shields come loose. I'll have to sort that out. Okay, don't worry about this. I will replace that. I'll get that sorted. That's what's making the exhaust rattle slightly. Yeah, the heat shields come loose there, right? But basically, what I'll do, if you still are interested in the car, if you're looking for a car as such, you do need to do a little bit of work on it, bodywork wise, as I said. But mechanically, the car is excellent, and I'm happy to take it to a garage, get it taken up on the ramp, which I'll do to get this heat shield put back on as well. And I'm happy to do another video of the underside of the car to let you know that it is solid. It's just this seal needs sorting. What else? I think that's about it. No rust in the boot or anything, but I mean, I haven't emptied the boot, to be honest with you. I ain't really had time, but there's no rust on the floor pans of the boot or anything like that. That's it, I suppose. Let me know if you're interested. Cheers.